Hello. Oh, I'm blue. I just had a blue lollipop. I am very blue. Wow. Hi, everyone. Hi, guys. Guess what? My favorite game finally had an update. But it also took off most of my dragon's levels for no reason. Hey there. You're here for your mental health? What's wrong? Are you okay? They took... I don't know why they did this. They took away my dragon's levels. So now he's level 16 instead of like 56 or something. Hi! I'm doing okay. Yeah, I know. In between then, I had the barbecuiest barbecue Texan food I could possibly have. And I smell like smoke. Because it was a smokehouse. And I can't get out of my clothes. It always takes several washes. So I chose to just embrace it and wear it to bed. Now my bed will smell like smoke. I did have ribs. I'm blue now because I had a blue lollipop, but I had ribs and I had brisket and I had mac and cheese and potato salad and okra. So good. Pulled pork. It's How to Train Your Dragon in Roblox. They finally updated it. I did enjoy it. Yeah, what? Are you okay? Whee! Kentucky food? They don't call it KFC for nothing. I hate that they took away my dragon's levels. That's like the worst thing they could have done. You Kaelin Instagram. Yes, I am. I am both Kaelin and Instagram. Okay, now once you defeat these camps... Damn, are you allergic to wasp stings? I'll set up the Not Gonna Lie in a minute, don't worry. Right now I'm just getting used to whatever this is. It will be set up. I know, I love him. Me no, love you. Me no, yes, no. Legit. For real. Wait, did they take away my coins? No. Hey, don't shoot at me. Wait. Okay. We're continuing. No, let me out. Okay. Okay. Now we can get a ton of new dragons. But I will set up the Not Gonna Lie. How many people are here? You sent me How to Train Your Dragon TikToks through Instagram? Okay. Hang on. Let me get up the link. Not gonna lie. Maybe one of my mods can pin this if anybody's here. I know Layla can't really pin stuff. Loading chat, please wait, it says. Ah! Didn't actually affect me that much. Oh yeah, please go take a nap. Your name is Stella, right? Oh yeah, please go take a nap. Your name is Stella. Of course I remember you. Yay. Okay. I'm gonna paste this twice. Don't hit me. That's rude. It's very rude. Good, I'm glad the bet's still on. Nobody's sending not gonna lies, though. I think I need to start posting this on my Instagram and TikTok more, so that more people know. Because Twitch is only like a funnel. It's not like I get new viewers from Twitch. Really? Nobody has any not gonna lies? PS6? No. GTA 6? Don't have that. That, to my knowledge, doesn't actually exist. What is this? Hatch. For what? They're both average, huh? Oh! A lot of you have not gonna lies. Can you give advice to not getting too attached to people even if they hurt you, please? Yes. So, oh, there we go. You need to put everything into perspective. I know getting attached quickly is, like, both feels damaging and helpful because you're just looking for something to really hold on to. But the truth is that you need to, like, actually find that within yourself. Whatever hole you're trying to fill with them, whether that be emotional or literal, you need to find it within... Thank you so much, Haley. Find it within yourself to be happy alone. So that, you know, people not responding to your text fast enough doesn't send you into a spiral because your self-esteem isn't based on them. Bye! I've been going through a very deep battle with myself, and I've been taking weeks off from school. I just don't know how to feel better. I am so sorry, and I would love to give you advice, but I don't know specifically what's going on or what struggle you're having. Kaelin, I love kissing my girlfriend. Do you feel the same? Yes, I also love kissing your girlfriend. She's a great kisser. Your mom, too. I feel like I'll never find someone who loves me after my ex-girlfriend. They're the only person I've dated, and I feel lost. So that's very common. Your ex is not the only person out there for you. It's probably just your first love. And that's really hard to get over. It is. I promise I know. But, I don't want the prism eggs. I just want a leveled up dragon. But again, with the attachment thing, learn to be happy alone, and then you will immediately find people who you can be happy with. Okay, what? No. No. There. Yes. I didn't want the Gronkle. What kind of questions do we ask? Really any questions. I answer personal questions if I feel comfortable, and I answer advice questions if I feel comfortable. So you can ask whatever, as long as you know, if, like, unless, like, you know, like, hey, this is just a trolling question. I pick what to answer, and I usually answer most things. Oh, is that what's gonna be next? Is that how I see? Okay. I want to break up with my boyfriend. Break up with your boyfriend. If your thing ever leads with that, just do it. But he said if I do, then he will have his friends jump me, and they're really abusive. What do I do? I'm stressing a lot. So that's a weird fucking threat. I think that you need to tell the police that you're being physically threatened. And especially tell your parents. Because that's not cool. You want this person out of your life. And the people who are in charge can definitely help you do that. You busy this weekend? Who's using the random question generator? Yes, I am. I'm gonna be going to Sacramento for the Comic-Con. Whee! What day? This weekend, so I'm leaving Friday. It'll be all of the weekend, including Monday. I'm excited to see me and Quinn together, too. There's a girl and I think she likes me, and I really like her, too. But I have really bad avoidance issues, and I'm not out. And I'm really scared because I don't want to hurt her. I don't think that you're ready for a relationship. That's probably not what you want to hear, but I think it's what you know to be true, is that if you're not out, if you have really bad attachment issues, whether that be anxious or avoidant, then you are not ready for a relationship. You're not ready for somebody else to be in your life in that way. And that's okay. All you need to do is make sure that, I mean, really what you need to do is, like, therapize yourself. Deal with your issues so you don't bleed on people who didn't hurt you, you know? I have great mask energy. Aw, thanks. How tall am I really? Guys, I'm not actually 6'7". I'm 6'8". That's my cross to bear. What, Axel? What'd he say? Oh, hi. Then there was a question from a username that looks like yours out of the corner of my eye. Oh, I hate it when they take my... I don't think of it as like a kill, but they take my targets. You're genuinely sleep deprived. You are now in 10th grade, and I also have a habit of not eating a lot. I already have an eating disorder, but worried it'll get worse. Axel, what did you say? Why would you lie? I think that you need to be... Exactly. Not even on my... Well, Layla will get to see how tall I am. My full 6'8" height at the con. I will be But Quinn's only free after school, and even then she's probably going to be making props and goodie bags all day. Yeah, I will be the shade for all of you, don't worry. That's one line I wish I could steal from The Good Place. Not the one, but one. Classic Ella, throwing shade. No matter, because I'm casting it. It's because I'm closer to the sun. I'm tall. My mom has been planning to divorce my dad. Boob. My mom has been planning to divorce my dad for a long time, and he's mentally abusive to my whole family and struggles with substance abuse, and he's made it clear he won't get help. Is it weird that it feels like I'm grieving him? No. No. I heard one victim of the same kind of abuse say, yeah, he was a pig, but he was my pig. And it's normal to grieve somebody who was a big part of your life, no matter what they were, because you haven't moved on from your dad. He's still there. You're just having to make the choice to not let him be a part of your life anymore, which isn't a choice that a kid should ever have to make, but it's unfortunately one that you did, and your mom did, and that's sad. You can grieve someone, even if they weren't good for you. I grieved my first ex-girlfriend. She wasn't good for me at all. Why are none of my attacks working? Yeah, people keep asking, what, is there an eclipse or something? Just me. Blocking out the sun. From above. I will. I will try. Why? Is it just me, or does it look like I'm not shooting half the time? Yeah, what was that? Why are they taking so long to reload my attacks? What's going on? I'm leaving the game and coming back. I want my dragon's levels back.
Alright, bud, you ready?
Oh, it's great.
You have something none of us have.
To the snow!
How dare they take my levels? I worked so hard on those. You know, when Izzy gets here and finds out that they took levels off of all the dragons, she's gonna be so pissed. My natter was at like level 80 something, and now it's at level 19. Why did they do that? My online friends are mainly what's keeping me alive. I got my phone taken a week ago, and I'm not getting it back for 4 more days, hopefully maximum. How are you doing this? And I feel lonelier than ever. I'm scared I'm gonna relapse. I hate parents who think that isolating their kid is what's gonna help them. Like, Mom, Dad, I feel so alone that I have nothing left to turn to besides my online friends, and my mental health has just been on a spiral since then. You know what? I think we know the solution. We're gonna take away your online friends. You don't get them back. Who are they helping? Because it's not you. I wish you nothing but the best. You need to tell them that isolating you, not the solution. They're making this game a little less fun. And I have nothing to spend coins on. What do I do if people are making fun of me because I don't go to school? I don't go to school because I keep getting bullied. That sounds like an awful cycle. It doesn't reset to the trainer level because Toothless is 16 and I'm level 29. It must take off a percentage of the levels. I don't know why they would ever do that. But it's probably because they added new meters for the levels. Like, they made the levels so much more expensive. And so they just added up however many points you had then and made that the new level thing. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I was shocked when I couldn't take out one of these targets in one hit, like I used to be able to. Okay. Vine Fang. Can I get rid of dragons? Like, is that a thing I can do? I have way too many zibblebacks, and I don't want them. I know. No! I want Toothless. I need my dork. That sounds like an awful cycle, and I'm sorry. I think maybe switching schools would be the best option for you. You're banned. What did you do? Aw, some little noob. And they're level 1 Night Fury. Can I release this thing? Okay. We should play Split Fiction with Quinn. Probably buy it for you guys at some point. Sure, if you get us a game, we'll play it. We'll at least try it. For saying yay, but it was for a mean purpose. Who is checking that? Do I believe people can change? What kind of change? In some ways, yes. I believe it takes something to change. I don't believe people change naturally. I do believe that people change people. I don't believe most external things can. Most people will see what they want to see. Unless there's a person telling them otherwise. My name is Charlie, and I was wondering if you could decide what to do with my... Hey, Charlie. I really think you need to tell your family the truth. Pick one person in your family you can tell the truth to. And don't back down. The longer you wait, unfortunately, the more they're going to think you're lying. I'm not going to read that out loud. But you need to tell your family about that. They can't force you to hang around somebody like that. And odds are you're not his only victim, and you're not going to be his only victim. So you'll be helping more kids. I want a girlfriend, but I'm scared to be a bad girlfriend or making her sad. How do you think you're gonna make her sad? Relationships, especially when you're young, are just practice. You know? You have to learn how to be in a relationship somehow, and you can't without practice. You're gonna make mistakes, but also so is she. The odds of you getting a perfect girlfriend are 0. And I call my girlfriend perfect all the time. Because in my heart of hearts, we're not perfect. Are we perfect for each other? I think so. But are we perfect people? Absolutely fucking not. I still accidentally hurt her feelings occasionally, and she accidentally hurts mine sometimes, but it's what you do about it when you realize there's a problem that actually matters. So we talk about it, we make up, we share our feelings. As long as you are honest and open and communicate, both of you, then you will have a good relationship and you don't need to worry about making mistakes, because mistakes will happen. It's how you respond to them that actually make a difference. Quit hitting me. These bitches. It's hard to get in a relationship, especially for me, an ADHD person and a shy person. I get you on the ADHD part. I also have that, but maybe we have a different kind because it's never really affected my relationship status. It's I think, yeah, it is hard because if you're not meeting people, then you're not going to meet anybody right for you because there's no one to meet. So you need to get involved in the things around you, and that will help you have options, you know? My worst suggestion is to use dating apps, but honestly, I've tried dating apps before, and I've only found trouble. I've never... Will you let me go? Okay, thank you. They're really nothing but trouble. There's, like, supposedly woman-loving woman dating apps, but let's be fully honest, 1 in 10 find somebody that they could even go on a first date with on there. I downloaded them before I met Quinn, thinking, you know what, I'm gay. I'm ready to enter the dating pool. And, it was a mix of people who were... It just said 420 friendly, you have to smoke. Non-smokers not welcome. People who lived across the world. And, people with so many labels in their bio, I felt like I had to memorize all this stuff about you before I even met you, and then, there are people looking for a third. A lot of people looking for a third. Also, if you're under 18, don't be on a dating app. I was 18. And then there are... I don't mean to diss on pillow princesses. If that's your thing, that's your thing. It's just not for me. And I came across several profiles that were like, pillow princess, be prepared to do all the work. And I was like, that's your introduction to the world? That's the first thing you wanted to talk about, is what I could do for you sexually? Like, that's really what you chose? You could have said anything in the about me, and that's the one sentence you picked, but whatever. You know. Dating apps are a nightmare. I think you can kind of do both. My last homecoming, we did both at the same time. We became girlfriends the day she asked me to homecoming. She asked me to homecoming, and I said, "Do you want to date me and be my girlfriend?" She was like, "Yeah." Little did I know that would be the last initiative she ever took in the relationship, but... Yeah, I know the battery's low, thank you. You're tired? Period? I'm sorry. Hi, tired. I'm Dad. How long have me and Quinn been together? June, July... 3 months? 3 months? Almost 4? I swear to God. Stop hitting me with the stones. Thank you for the gay bits. I want to ask this guy out who's... I really smell like smoke. It's like if somebody were to eat me right now, they would be like, smoky. I want to ask this guy out who's been at my dance studio, but I don't know how to ask, and I feel like it would be a little awkward if he says no or something. It's always awkward to get rejected, but if you never get rejected, you also wouldn't have known that the answer was no, and that would be worse. Nobody is expecting you to play it cool after you get rejected. Know that. If they were to eat me, like if they took a bite out of my arm, they'd be like, smoky. Don't pretend y'all don't know what I'm talking about. My ex, wait a minute. Her or him? I think you need to tell her. Like, I genuinely think y'all need to tell her. Layla, what did Layla do? That's not, like, girl code. Come on. You need to tell her. Where do I live? Not my address, but what state? I'm in Texas right now. I split my time between Texas, Alaska, and Washington. And soon it will be Texas, Alaska, and California. And maybe Washington on the side, because I still have a lot of family there. I move around a lot between those states, so it's fair to ask where I am for the time being, always. Because circumstances change based on what state I'm in. I can never find any of my hairbrushes because I'm always in one of 4 states, and I have 2 hairbrushes. And I never bring them with me, so I have 2 hairbrushes in California, and I have no hairbrush here. I think I have one in Alaska, so I might actually have 3 hairbrushes. But I keep having to... You lived in Texas? Where? I keep having to borrow other people's. Oh, this little noob got knocked. Sorry, little buddy. You lived in all the hottest states, huh? Thank you. What does that mean? I unknowingly behaved in a parasocial way towards one of my favorite streamers, and I didn't realize. There. Try and hit me now. I unknowingly behaved in a parasocial way towards one of my favorite streamers, and I didn't realize until I researched what parasocial meant. I feel bad for possibly making her feel uneasy, and I want to tell her that I educated myself and learned something new about myself thanks to her. Can you tell her? If it's me, yes, but I would like to know who you are. If you can tell me and they're not gonna lie. And if it's Quinn, same answer. I would like to tell her who you are. I am so blue. If you can say, you could go with the not gonna lie and say, I'm the parasocial one. Signed. And then your username. I have social anxiety and I find it hard to make new friends. What do you feel is the best way to meet new people? Joining clubs. I'm not a smurf. I bet I could go straight through that hall. Whee! Yeah, you guys are bad at this. Be more creative. Anyways, join clubs. Find communities of people who have something in common with you. That's the best way. Hey, I want this to not be read aloud. Okay. I have kind of a two-part answer for you. So I only make people mods that I actually know and that I've, either been on call with or have been around a very long time. Like, I've been on call with Layla. I've never actually seen Steven, but he's, like, the only one. I know you mentioned Kenzie in there, like, if I start acknowledging you, but Kenzie's not a mod. So I'm not actually taking applications right now. It's just kind of something that happens when I need one. But I'm really happy you've been here for so long. I've been watching you since, like, when you started going live, and I feel like everyone is each other's friends and no one knows me. Well, it would have made it easier to acknowledge you if you had signed this. No, I don't know you either. Who are you? They said they've been here since we started, but if you don't talk in the chat, then of course nobody knows you. Aw, I was gonna totally make that dive. Wait. I'm only playing with one hand right now. The other hand's holding my phone. Okay. Okay. Oh, I don't know if we could do this. We can't go that way at all. Yes, a cinematic shot of Toothless. I didn't even get to see my grandpa before they took him to the funeral home. I'm sorry. sometimes that's better and sometimes that's worse. For me, I know if my grandpa died, it would be better for me not to see him. Because that would just... having my last memory of him in that state would crush me. So sometimes, especially parents will try to do that, so their kids' last memory of their parents is something positive and sweet, and, you know, living. And I'm sorry that that happened. You should have had a say, though. For sure. These bitches always hitting me up. Let me dive for a fish. I'll look at it after stream. Yeah, we keep a good community here. Sub? From who? Thank you, Layla. Eat the fish. Why are you just loitering here with this fish? There you go. Terrified of facing death, and my great-grandparents are 91 and 92. I have a very close relationship with them. I'm so scared of losing them. What do you do? Make memories now. The best thing to do, I think, is to ask them, what do you want me to do after you're gone? It's going to be a hard question, but it'll feel like they're still with you if you're doing something you know for a fact that they would have wanted. You know, whether that's what do they want you to do with their remains, or what kind of life they want you to live. It can be vague. Just, you know, do what makes you happy, that sort of thing, and you'll know that you're living out their dream for you. And while they're still here, make memories. Be sure that they have a story to tell. There's a lot of eggs ready. You get roasted? Why? Of course you're welcome. No. Any day now. Oh. Ha. Imagine being on level 4. I just wanted to say your streams genuinely make me so much happier, and you're such a good person. Well, thank you. I do try. With everything in them, their stories. Oh yeah, I did too, and they never gave them back. I gave them those books when I was like 16. You just reminded me. I never got them back. I might march right downstairs and ask my Anna where her book is. Oh no. You should definitely come over here. We should ride out of here. I love flying. I wish I could fly, but I more so wish that I had a dragon that I could fly on. Hi, Axel. If heaven had Toothless in it, I would still be a Christian. Low-key. Look at him. Look how happy my Roblox character must be. I would kill for this. Sometimes I feel my heart beating fast and I don't know why. So that is sometimes that's sometimes called a panic attack, and it sucks and it's awful. Sometimes I have them right when I wake up. In fact, a lot of days I have them right when I wake up. It's anxiety induced and your brain doesn't know what to do with it and your heart starts racing. And there's not a lot you can do with it besides breathe and focus on it and keep reminding yourself that there's nothing to actually panic about. Look up CBT and see what you can do. I have to look up CBTI, cognitive behavioral therapy, with a specialty in insomnia, which I have. Yeah, you can get medication. Unfortunately, my family does not support my need for medication, even at this big age, but I'm on their insurance, so they still get to make my medical decisions. You've been on anxiety meds since you were 19? I want to try that one time. I just want to try anxiety medication one time just to see what it's like to live without it. And see if it's something that would actually help me. Like, I don't think I even need a whole ass prescription. I just want to know how different it is to not have anxiety. And then see if I need a prescription. But unfortunately, they don't do, like, free trials. It would probably be a bit before I could buy the game, but how would I do that? I would need to add you guys. I said, the guy who said they buy Split Fiction. I can actually put it on the throne if you'd like. The beds that work are not addictive and take about 10 days to begin working. Huh. So it has to be like a pattern. Why is my wife sending me Instagram reels instead of calling me? I think it's funny when she and Claire like the same video. It's loading. Oh, it's an autism communication hack. Wait. So that's fun. Quinn found another Kaelin with autism. She didn't actually believe what the reel was saying. I just realized that. Uh-oh. Why did I do that? That was dumb. Okay. Been trying to find a way to explain to my mom about how I was essayed multiple times, but I have no idea how to tell her. I've never... Yeah, half this chat is on meds. Most of this chat is probably mentally ill. Just saying. It's okay, me too. Nothing wrong with that. Really? Are you gonna object? If you're not some kind of mentally ill, put a smiley face in the chat. I've yet to see a single one. Emmy out here, living her best life. I did not say put a sad face if you're not. Yeah, great, you are lying. But doing research on eating disorders and you honestly think you have one, but you don't know how to tell your mom. I think you can start with where you started, with the research. You can give your mom research and say, hey, I know this is weird, but this kind of sounds like me. And I don't really know how to feel about that or what to do about that. And if she's a good mom, she's probably going to try and research it with you. I should have gotten more than 12 coins for that. Rip off. Why am I calling you out? For fun. I want to. You ever think of that? Gibbets? Claire's absolutely gorgeous. Well, Claire's not here right now, but you could tell her, I guess. I don't know why it's weird for me to call the twin sister of the person I'm dating beautiful. She is, but like, I feel like I feel weird saying that. But then, you know, I can't like deny that at all. 'Cause it's Quinn's face too. It's really complicated. It's weird dating a twin. I said it. But they're very different. Yes, idiot. No, yeah. And honestly, I don't think about Claire's appearance a lot because why would I? I value her a lot as a person, but none of that comes from the way she looks. I've no slots for eggs. Bitch. No, I'm sure Claire doesn't. I mean, I'm sure Quinn and Claire don't feel weird about it, but I don't want you. Wait a minute. What? Stats come when? Okay. I guess I can still be releasing some. I don't want you. What? Yeah, I know I did that. That was me. Hello. If I don't mind answering, how does the 3 different state work? Like, what's that dynamic? So in Alaska, we usually spend all of the summer there. This year I came home early, but the rest of my family spent way more time there than me. So, and I still spent like a month and a half. But we built a cabin up there in a very, very small, remote town that I won't disclose the name of. But up there, we by hand built a cabin on the beach. We're right behind it, and so that's where we live. It's a very nice place, very private, and but not like we own an island or anything. Like private as in not privatized, but private as in there's no people around. It's a beach, but it's not like beaches, you know. There's jellyfish that wash up on it all the time. The sand is black. It's very cold. There's rotting seaweed most of the time. It's only a beach because of the sand and the fact that there's water. It's not like a tropical beach at all. It does cost a lot to do, but it's not like we're paying anybody to do anything for us. It takes a long time to get there. We spend a long time there. I call it a workcation because we've been building this cabin for 12 years as a family, and it never stops. Gay bits. When I was 5 years old, we were pushing down the trees for the foundation, And there's pictures of 5-year-old me pushing down trees that my dad chainsawed halfway through, and we're still building onto it. Yeah, we've built several cabins in the meantime, just little ones like sheds and such. It's a family cluster. It's technically tribal land, so it's very hard to get like permits, but it's very cool. Yeah, and then with the Washington thing, that's where I go to college. University up there, pretty small university. You've probably seen Quinn in some of their merch because I wear it all the time and she steals my sweaters. And here is where my parents live in Texas. So, but if I go to university in California, then it'll be California instead of Washington. When do I start the new semester? September 27th. Do I have like any natural accent? Really, honestly, depends on who I'm with. I didn't think I had a southern accent until I started hearing it in my family after coming back from a while, from being in Washington for a while. When I'm doing southern things, I have a slight southern accent. I will be closer to Quinn if I live in Cali. Yeah. Hi. I'm not a Smurf. My cat Pearl was like my emotional support. Anytime I got overstimulated or something, she cuddled up with me. My sister took her to college, and it scares me. I'm sorry. How did your sister take a cat to college? I think you either need to get a new emotional support animal or let your sister know that that is your emotional support animal. Why is it so much harder to level up? Whee! I wish I had a service dog for my anxiety. My dog would be a good service dog for anxiety, but my mom loves her too much to let me have her. Your emotional support tortoise ran away? What were you doing to it? I watched my grandma die in front of me, and then cried so hard. And then at her funeral, I didn't cry. My aunt was trying to make me cry. Sounds kind of counterproductive. What she was probably trying to do was make you work through your feelings, but Forcing someone to cry is also not the answer. That's just very weird. And I'm really sorry that you had to go through that. She kind of just made that a little more traumatizing for you. Ugh. Never gets anywhere fast enough. Fuck. Is it okay to be single at 19? I haven't had many relationships before? Yeah.
It's really fun to see the befriending of pickup.
Not so fireproof from the inside, huh?
Someone say cut! Cut!
Why won't you let me do this?
Alright, bud, you ready?
You have something none of us have.
I want the gag reel.
It's really fun to see the befriending of Pickup and Toothless on the soundstage.
Not so fireproof from the inside, huh?
They did film that scene. They animated it.
Alright, bud, you ready?
You have something none of us have.
Toothless, no!
Okay.
It's really fun to see the befriend.
Yeah, you can ask where I was born. So I was actually born here, but then we moved, when I was very little, we moved to Alaska. So I don't really remember my life here before Alaska, because I was still, like, technically a toddler. And then I came back here, and lived here for kindergarten and above. And then Washington for a few years, 6th and 7th grade, I think. And then, yeah, 6th and 7th. And then we moved back here. I'm aware that the wireless controller battery is low. There are diverse experiences. I'm very grateful for the amount of experience that I have. Was it hard or easy to come out? Well, I didn't actually get much of a choice. My parents read my diary. Bad move on their part. So I was outed to them.
Someone say cut!
And even after reading my diary and punishing me for being gay, they didn't believe I was gay. And so then I had to come out again. I didn't think that that would be the problem. It didn't make any sense, but they were just in denial. And a little bit emotionally immature about it. So, that was my journey. Now they're supportive and they're fine with Quinn, but goddamn. Took a while to get here. That happens sometimes. Claire is gorgeous and funny and sweet. I think I might have a crush on her, even though she doesn't know who I am. Isn't she in a relationship? No, but also, I don't think she's looking for something online. She is a lesbian, so if you're not a girl, that's an immediate no. But I'm also not the way to reach Claire for romantic inquiries. I don't know. I know. I don't know why I was who you picked to tell this information to. Like, what do you want me to text her and be like, hey, someone has a crush on you? Well, what do you want to say? Are you gonna go out with them or no? Do you like this username? Cool beans. Should go out sometime. Like, at best, that's my future sister-in-law. That's not something I need to know. Do you like these pixels? I don't even know who you are. Can't even tell you if you'd be compatible with Claire. Well, tell your ex that that's legally your property. And it's kind of mean. I just wanted to say, you and Kaelin. I am Kaelin. I hope you mean me and Quinn, because it's only been 1 month for me. Whenever you go live, I get extremely happy because your lives always entertain me. Well, that's very sweet. Oh no. Is stream still frozen? Can you give me a thumbs up if it's not frozen? Okay. Your streams comfort me, Kaelin. It makes me feel less alone, and I'm glad that I have someone like you to look up to. That's so sweet. You always have a place here. I had meds for my depression, but I forgot to take them, so I'm not on them anymore. But I don't know if it's better to feel everything or nothing. It depends on what the context is. If you're a danger to yourself or others, I think it's honestly better to feel nothing because you don't want to be a danger. But when you're in a safe space to process your feelings, like a therapist's office, I don't believe you should be medicated like that because that's where you're supposed to, process those raw feelings as they are so that you're not reliant on medication forever. You're not crazy. You just needed help for a little while. And that's okay. Whoever was talking about the teenager that himself, and you heard voices, I think you should write a book. Honestly. And I'm not saying that to, like, invalidate anything. I just genuinely think that would make a cool story. I used to get panic attacks I used to get bad panic attacks. I don't really get them that often anymore. I also used to hallucinate. So I used to have panic attacks and hallucinate, and I have ADHD, and I'm a shy person. The guy who said I had ADHD and shy. What did you used to hallucinate? Now I'm curious. What was it that you were hallucinating? I think my best friend is abusive, and I don't know what to do since I've known her for 5 years, and I can't leave her. She does terrible things to me, but I don't have any support. You have support here. I think you definitely need to leave your best friend. I literally I don't care that you've been friends for so long. What matters is that she's abusive now. And if it's something you can talk about with her, then do that first. Like, be like, hey, this is kind of a toxic pattern. Stop. But if she won't do that, you really need to stand up for yourself here. I understand that it's low. I'm gonna kill the controller. Who could this be? Someone who loves yellow jackets? No way. I've lost 3 people in 3 years. I'm sorry. I've heard of that show. You do not sound like that. You sound like Kim. How does one flirt with masked women? I'm very extroverted and chatty, so that's not an issue. But I can do it just fine with femme presenting women, but I like both masks and femmes. And to make first moves, I fear. Every mask wants you to make the first move, because no mask will know if you're gay. I would only make the first move if I knew for sure that there was a chance they'd say yes and, like, actually be gay. You gotta know that. So, when flirting with a mask, honestly, just make it very obvious that you're gay. And respond positively if they start flirting with you. In any way. Be kind of, like, obvious. I'm very confident once I'm actually in the relationship and I know what's happening there. I flirt now, but however, if I wasn't certain that, you know, they knew and they were into me, I wouldn't be. Most masks are like that because they don't want to come off as creeps like men. A mask's biggest fear is coming off like a man. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Look at him wiggling. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. What did you and Quinn do to get diagnosed with insomnia, if you don't mind me asking? I'm not diagnosed with insomnia. Only Quinn is. I just have it. I haven't gone to a doctor yet, because I'm not allowed to get medication for it, so. And with this very abusive and narcissistic, how do I leave? It's so hard. You're gonna hate what I say next. You have to just go for it. There is no way that this is going to happen that makes you feel comfy. There is no way to do it that makes you feel good. But you will feel so much better in the long run. I promise you. I'm missing this screaming entrance because of the fucking... Damn it. Leave me alone, stupid egg. I flew that so fast. I have to do this again. Thank you. Everyone that leaves sweet ones, thank you. I do see them. I'm getting a cat, and it's black with green eyes and a male, so I want to name it Toothless. I think you absolutely should. There's no good reason why you should not name it Toothless. Thank you, Frankie. Why don't I go live on TikTok? Oh, thank you so much, Layla. Thank you. Guys, Layla gave so many subs today. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna get it this time. We're gonna get it this time. It's gonna be so fast. Watch this, watch this. Whoosh. You just wanted to have poems about you. It's fair. 50 subs equals a poem. Mania wrote you like 5. Oh, Layla. That makes me happy. Oh no, Mar. Those are not your real friends if they pull away from you because you're gay, just saying. You're 2 months clean? I am proud of you. If you tell me that my DualSense wireless controller battery level is low one more time, I will unplug it, let it die, and then watch the stream fade to black. Woman. What the freak, bro? The first time I hallucinated and had a panic attack, when I was like 14-ish. You all just heard that too, huh? Chunk? Chunk the Night Fury. First time I hallucinated, I was 14-ish. We were outside during the night, and I thought I saw a black-boned person, and he started chasing me. And I got back to my friend's house, and I had a panic attack instantly. I hated it. They sent me to a mental hospital. If you were hallucinating, that's honestly probably where you belonged in that moment. Do you sleep on call with Quinn every night? Yeah. I really think that that is a huge part of our relationship being healthy. Is that we have that time together, no matter what happens during the day, because everyone has busy days. We know that at night, we will be together and fall asleep together, or wake up together, even if we're apart. You are not sleeping right now. My phone is fried because I've been doing this every day for about 6 months, if not more. Actually, nope, I've been doing it for more than 6 months. I've been doing this since December. Every night. Maybe more than December. Maybe it was a little shorter than that. So, my phone has some weird habits now. but it's worth it. I like fishing for him. I made a GoFundMe for you for your trip. I actually did all the fundraising for my trip. Please don't promote a GoFundMe that is not run by me. As if it is run by me. That's shady. I know your intentions were probably good. But all of that money also having to go through you is not good. I don't know who you are. Anonymous user. She said social media might be corrupting you into being a lesbian, but says she's not homophobic. How can someone become friends with me? I mean, if it happens, it happens. I don't have like a step-by-step instruction kit on how to be my friend. There's no tiers of friendship. It's I don't know. I'm not gonna give you a taskbar. You know, if you're here consistently and we think you're funny and you're, you know, part of the community, it might happen. But I've never been friends with somebody, at least to my knowledge, who has actually set out to be like, I'm gonna manipulate and be friends with her and do whatever it takes to be friends with her. I have a crush on my best friend, and I'm scared to tell her because what if it messes up our friendship? It didn't mess up mine. Go for it. I've only ever had crushes on my best friends. Actually, that's not true. I've only ever dated my best friends. Low-key. You gotta tell them. Actually, only tell them if she's available. If she has a boyfriend, maybe don't. You know? Maybe don't. My girl best friend flirts with me a bunch, but I have no idea how to tell if she's serious or not. Guys, will you stop flirting with people? If you're not... Okay. Lesbians are the worst about this. It's like the Schrodinger's flirt. You are both completely kidding and completely serious, depending on whether or not you are into it. Whether or not the other person is into it. You have to stop this. Pick one. Pick one. You have to pick one. And then do whatever you want. Jesus Jesus said he would spit out lukewarm Christians from his mouth, and I feel the same about lukewarm flirters. Pick whether you're flirting or not. Either have feelings or don't. I will stand by that. Can you go live on TikTok and play games? I don't actually know how to do that, to be honest. I don't know how to put a game on TikTok. Me too, idiot. I want to thank you for you and Quinn have helped me a lot lately. I've been quite alone for a while and I've made friends from your streams and I really appreciate you. I think you and Quinn are the last people that can make me happy. Well, that's both sad and very sweet, and I'm honored. I wish you the best. How do I convince my mom to let me get a snake? Hiss at her a lot and say, you know what hisses a lot less than me right now? A snake. Just kidding, don't do that. Probably won't get you a snake unless she has an amazing sense of humor. I think that you should, I don't know. If she doesn't want a snake, there's very little that can convince her to get a snake. It's midnight, make a wish. Bet y'all can't guess what my wish was. Ooh, super fast. Lightning speeds. Yeah, right. This is the unholy offspring of lightning and death itself. This little guy. How did my parents react to me dating a girl? Extremely negatively. Extremely. Started streaming on Twitch for the first time. Do you have any tips or suggestions? Yeah, you have to promote it on your other platforms. Something I'm really bad at doing. But that's the only way that it works. Because Twitch will not recommend your streams to anybody. Twitch is, I've said this a million times, a funnel for all other platforms. None of you found Quinn probably from Twitch. None of you probably found me from Twitch. You probably found me from TikTok or Instagram. Or from Quinn's Twitch. Which you found from her TikTok or Instagram. Wait. What are we gossiping about? TikTok Studio on what? Because I stream these games on PlayStation. So can I connect the PlayStation to TikTok? Is it somebody in this chat? Good night. Is it somebody we all know, though? Is it Claire? Were you the one who has a crush on Claire? And told me for some reason? What are the hints we have? Oh, I see. Wait, what was the initial I? Is it idiot? Is it Izzy? It's Izzy. Why am I shushing? That's funny and cute. Because there's very few people who are always here whose name starts with an I. Gay bits! Those are for you, Cam. Because you're gay for Izzy. Ah, young 13-year-old love. I did. Maybe I didn't. Thank you, Mar. I didn't know how old Cam was. I just guessed that Cam now is around Izzy's age. Would you like a cute Gronkle plushie? To be honest, the Gronkle is my least favorite. Like, if I had to delete one from the series, it would be the Gronkle. Full honesty. I'll take a Gronkle plushie, but if there are other options, do that. Like, I wouldn't throw away a Gronkle plushie. However, I never like super round characters. Those shapes just don't appeal to me. Unless it's my cat. I mean this to be non-human characters. Although Fish Lakes is also my least favorite, but not because he's fat. I know the battery is low, goddammit. Aw, who's in my chat? Who's in my not gonna lie? We have a little spy here. A spy. Talking about somebody who I haven't mentioned. Needing to come in my not gonna lie and tell me. As if I care. What I said on TikTok applies here. If I'm not talking about them, why are you talking about them? If they're not mentioned on the account, this isn't suppressing information. It's because you're being chronically online and annoying. Leave me alone. So I'm actually not 20. Whoever said that. I'm 19. But no, it's not illegal. Aw, somebody needs to get blocked. Somebody is also too much of a coward to actually put their name on it, so they're gonna shoot insults at me through my not gonna lie. It's honestly comical. Because you know if you went in the chat, people would just attack you. Because you're being stupid, annoying, and chronically online. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you could save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. You would destroy them. They also said I should get a real job, as if they have one. That's the funniest part, is I'm 90% sure anybody who leaves a comment like that doesn't actually have a job. If your family would make it dangerous for you to come out, don't come out. That is as simple as that. You need to wait. It's genuinely dangerous. I'm screenshotting these now. They're making me laugh. I don't even know who Cora Tilly is, but no, I'm not. Fun fact, if you actually look up things, it's not illegal. They're still here. They're saying me and Quinn's relationship is legal because we have a 2-year gap and some little people like to go cry about it. Or spend their precious hours coming into my not gonna lies and saying something because their own lives apparently aren't fulfilling enough, or they feel the need to come defend someone they also hate. Just be mean, because you can't pick who the victim is, can you? Because if you're saying that I'm a groomer, you're saying Quinn's a victim, but that can't be true either because you hate Quinn. So, Quinn likes groomers, that's something we're gonna say. Pick a victim. I hope we become friends. Well, I don't know who you are. But maybe. And I hope you know that I'm keeping you here, adding Not Gonna Lies, for my own amusement, because I can block senders from Not Gonna Lies. And I'm allowing you to continue doing so because I find it funny. I can block you without knowing who you are. No, seriously. The one thing we learned from this experience is that it's usually all the exact same person, or a very small group. Exactly. It clearly isn't grooming to anybody who doesn't have an evil eye out there. How can you tell if your parents are homophobic? Well, I mean, usually they'll say some homophobic things. We're gonna not name call in my chat, please. But, we don't want hate or harassment to be sent. Absolutely not. Just because somebody is coming into mine and being immature doesn't mean that we need to do the same back. But I appreciate you for, being here. I don't want you to feel like I'm attacking you. I'm not. But we're gonna keep it civil. Hi there. Usually homophobic parents will let it be known that they are, and non-homophobic parents don't really care. You can look at how they react to people. They've probably seen gay people in their lives, or in your lifespan, so you'll know how they reacted. If they deny it and still are, that's a whole nother issue. Twerp. That's okay, I just prefer no name calling. I mean, it's not a bad word, if that's what you're asking. But, I just don't prefer that we call anybody any names. My parents used to be homophobic. They didn't know they were homophobic. But you should come up with a different creature to call me. When am I seeing Quinn next? This weekend. Also, whoever was trying to insult me used the wrong form of your. Even better. Gnome? That works. Why not? Have me and Quinn done it yet? It is absolutely not your business, but we are abstinent. And that is the last time I will answer that question, by the way. Because the fact that you think it is your business is absolutely disgusting. But I say that so that people who would try to frame it in an illegal sense have nothing to say. Because it's true. Yeah. We have a very full relationship outside of that, and I'm proud of that. We do not need that to be, to make our relationship as beautiful as it is. And that was honestly my choice. But if woman like woman, but woman like man, what it called? Bisexual. Oh. Why do we sleep in separate rooms? Because we believe that that would be, inappropriate. Thank you, Layla. I mean, if you had a boyfriend or a girlfriend over, would your parents let you sleep in the same bed? It doesn't matter how old I am. I'm 19 and my parents would still make me sleep in different floors. Because it's their house and they don't like that. They believe in abstinence until marriage. Thank you. Is it true I have a tattoo? I do not. I don't have a tattoo, actually. I want some. You hope to find a love like mine someday. I believe that it exists for everyone. I would get a How to Train Your Dragon tattoo. I want to get a toothless tattoo. I believe that it's there for everyone. I believe that you need to be therapized before this kind of love is feasible, in a sense. Maybe not completely, but at least to an extent. You need to be able to communicate. Am I gonna get a PC soon? Not looking good, no. You look like a unicorn in the best way possible. Is it because I look like I have a shiny horn sticking out because of my hair? I'll take that. Cam is still over here confused and tweaking out. What's an MA? I don't know. You should move closer to Quinn. I would love to move closer to Quinn. That's the goal. I mean, that's not the full reason for why I'm moving, but the goal is that I would be somewhere that is. My boyfriend doesn't really text me that much. Much like we used to, and I feel like he's losing feelings. Even when we were at band practice, he barely talked to me. It sounds like you need to talk to him about his sense of communication, and if that is a problem that can't be fixed, I think the relationship is not headed in a good place. It is expensive to live in LA. My wallet hurts every time I go. And that's with all of Layla's generosity. But it is so worth it. Honestly. Have you seen Quinn smile when she eats sushi? I would spend $1,000 to see that. All the money in the world. Can't buy that. "38 tattoos. The real reason I'm moving is because my college is dying. They legitimately kind of ran out of money. They sold most of their equipment. Most of their departments are shutting down. They have no thriving departments. And so, I'm going to a place that actually has more opportunity. And I want to be in communications. And a lot of the connections I need to make are actually in Los Angeles to have a successful career in something like, PR or being a talent agent, which are the two things that I am thinking about doing. And so Los Angeles is actually the best place for me to be in that sense. And luckily, that's right next to my girlfriend. Wish you luck. Good luck. Don't tell Kaelin, but in the future she's gonna marry Quinn, but don't tell her. Your secret's safe with me. You and Quinn make me smile on my worst days. Thank you for lifting my spirits. I love you, whoever you are. Just letting you know that you've helped me in so many... Oh, you guys are so sweet. So many ways. I know you don't know that, but thank you. What college am I going to? I'm not going to say yet, because I don't know. I've applied to a lot of campuses. I'm looking at Cal State campuses. But I don't know which one yet. Hopefully close, but I don't know. None have accepted me yet because I just sent the application this week. So I haven't gotten any info back. Gay bits. College applications can be very difficult to fill out. It really helps to have somebody there double checking and making sure that you know what you're selecting. Gay bits, because they're going to ask you a lot of questions that sometimes you don't know quite how to answer. And they're going to use a lot of abbreviations for things that you don't know what they're for, and a lot of acronyms that you don't recognize. But, usually it's either a question or a Google search away. I've never... I don't know where that sentence was going. I had my dad help me most recently. Gay bits! Again! Me and Quinn are the only reason you haven't committed? Well, damn. I didn't know that. I hope you're doing okay. How do I stop my brother from bullying me? I'm 14, he's 16. He's fine with all my siblings but me. I think that your brother definitely needs counseling. First of all, get your parents involved. Hopefully they would step in at least a little bit to help you. And if not, you might want to keep your distance from him. I know that can be hard if you live together, but, not interacting with... Gay bits! Not interacting with him as much as possible can help. That's unfortunate. What will I do on campus housing, and do I pay for my own college? We don't know either one of those yet, because we're not sure what the financial aid package is going to be for this new school, whichever one it is, and of course don't know housing situation yet because we don't know which campus it is. So, for the one I'm attending now, no, I don't have to because tuition was so low that it wasn't low originally, but I got many scholarships because first of all, I went there, my parents went there, my grandparents went there, even my great-grandparents went there, so I had legacy scholarships. It's a Christian college, and I worked at a church, so they cut my tuition in half because they wanted Christian kids to go there. Joke's on them. And then on top of that, they added academic scholarships and merit scholarships, leadership scholarships. There was a ton. And then just, you should come, you're like, our school bound, like, you should come scholarships. Gay bits! Calling me boring, Layla? Damn. Part of me is attached to Washington, but part of me does not want to live in Washington because it's rainy and lonely all the time. I didn't get one. That wasn't fair. Oh, maybe I did get one. And so, my tuition was very, very low. So I did not have to, but I don't know if I will have to for anything in California. Six months clean? I'm so proud of you. Do my parents like that I'm dating a girl, and do they like Quinn? My parents are fine with me dating a girl, and they love Quinn. Gay bits, thank you so much, Kayla. They adore Quinn more than all the other partners I've brought home. They did not like my first two girlfriends, but they love Quinn. My mom helped me set up the girlfriend proposal. My dad called her very easy to be around, very cheerful. Have I ever been with a man? Not intimately. I've never even kissed a guy. But I have dated one. Two. I've dated two. Had a situationship with a third. You can have a girlfriend proposal story time maybe tomorrow, because I'm wondering where my girlfriend went. In the show Arcane, I have a little crush on Violet, and my friends think it's weird because the character isn't real. Am I weird? No. I had a crush on Ellie for a really long time. She's not real. When I got my wisdom teeth out, I started crying because she wasn't real. Would anybody like to see that footage? Actually, I would need to wait until Layla was awake for that, because that's something she would want to see. If she fell asleep, I won't show it yet. Tomorrow, if she's awake. It's really funny. You can't wake her up with texts. I'm not screaming her name. She needs to sleep. Thank you, Ellie's missing finger. Oh, you can... Oh, she's awake. Okay. Alright. Alright, I'll turn off the game volume for a sec. I was legitimately gonna wait until you were awake tomorrow. Okay. Let me find this. I smell so smoky. Okay, wait. Favorites? Y'all are gonna love this. I'm not gonna show it, but I will let you hear it. Come on, play. It's loading. I'm not gonna show it. I look awful. And there's a hater here. You know what? It is a banger, though. And I'm not scared of them. But I am gonna go in the hall so it loads. You're gonna hear my dad. Gay bits.
So tell me again who you wish was real?
Ellie Williams.
Why do you wish Ellie Williams was real?
Because I love her, and if she was real, then she wouldn't even be famous, but she'd be capable of all the stuff. And
But how would you know she was capable of it?
She's a badass.
Oh.
And I love her. And so, but since she's not real, I'm just sad.
Oh. Is that why you were crying earlier?
Yeah. It's sad. She's my lock screen too. Wait, Mommy has my phone.
Yeah. You think that's probably a pretty good idea that she has your phone right now?
No.
No? Why not?
I look ugly right now. I look really ugly.
Well, you just had mouth surgery. Nobody looks great after that. Nobody looks great after mouth surgery.
I look fat. My cheeks look like a hamster.
Just a little swollen.
Smaller. I have a double chin now.
Your whole face will be swollen for a couple days. That's okay. It's very normal. It's okay.
Ellie's not real, and now I'm fat.
Those two things aren't necessarily related at all. So tell me again who you wish.
Ellie Williams isn't real, and now I'm fat. Those two things aren't necessarily related. I'm ugly and I look like a hamster. No, you just had mouth surgery. That's normal. That is pure gold. Probably the funniest footage I have of myself. Yeah, poor drugged me was very distraught. You just took my little kill there. How do you know she would still have all the skill? Because she's a badass. Gay bits. I don't remember saying any of that. I slightly remember being dizzy, but my mom showed me videos of me complaining that there was an astronaut in my mouth, that my tongue was gone, that the good place wasn't real either. Thank you, Mar. There was a ton of shit that just, like, I did not remember. I'll probably post that online one day. You thought you got dry socket? Ugh, I'm relieved that you didn't. You didn't have any funny reactions? Well, I was very drugged up because I actually woke up in the middle of the procedure. They were taking out my wisdom teeth. I didn't feel anything, but I remember waking up and being like, oh, I shouldn't be awake right now. I better tell them that I'm awake because otherwise it might start hurting soon. And I could, like, almost open my eyes and see them. Like, I saw this weird bright light, and so I was like, I gotta let them know I'm awake. And my mouth was like, ha, with all this stuff. And so I started screaming, scared the shit out of the nurse. Because I was like, I shouldn't be out. And so they, of course, gave me way too much. Because they probably thought I was in pain. And I fell right back asleep. And didn't wake up for a very long time. You woke up during nose surgery? Ew. Good luck, Cam. I don't know what he's doing. Whatever you are up to. Good night, Layla. I'm glad you stayed awake to watch that. You woke up during a colonoscopy? They put you to sleep during a colonoscopy? I didn't know that. I never want to get a colonoscopy. I know. I just thought they numbed it. I don't know. I was never explained colonoscopies. I just knew that they stuck a camera up your butt. You've had 7 colonoscopies? How old are you? Why has everyone had colonoscopies? I thought you weren't supposed to get one until you were like 50. My dad walked in my room, farted, and left. I'm so sorry. You are actually the most traumatized person here. But you're not supposed to remember the snake thingy? Mara, quit giving yourself tattoos. I'm glad you're 2 weeks clean. When are you guys gonna break up? Not a chance. Low-key taken, question mark? Who are you? Who's in here? What 13-year-old boy is in here? What do my parents think of me moving to LA? So, oh, Layla God. They, at first, they were like, you're not going out of state for anywhere but the school we went. And now that I have lived alone for a year, they've been much more accepting. And they think that is also the best opportunity for me is to go to LA. And so they're fine with it now. They weren't at first, but they are now. There's somebody thirsting over Bella Ramsey, am I not gonna lie too? Gibbets. He looks so cute like this. I like it when he's like perched on something, kind of like a cat. He's so cute. Look at him. I know you didn't just throw that thing at my Toothless. No more not gonna lies? I might say goodnight too. It is almost 1 in the morning. Good night, everyone. Sleep tight. Dream of bed bugs tonight.